Good morning, guys. Anjani Kumar here, dealing instrumentation subject for final year electrical students. In the last session, we discussed about inductive transducer, right? What are the different types of inductive transducer and its applications, right? So, what is a inductive transducer? I just want to brief rewind about last session, right? So, what is an inductive transducer? So it's a device which can measure the non-electrical quantity by measuring the change in the inductance. Right? So this is the working principle of inductive transducer. Whatever the passive transducer it is, its physical parameters will change. So we need to find that physical quantity which is analogous to the non-electrical quantity which we want to measure. Right? So directly you won't get the change in inductance. First, whatever the non-electrical quantity which is converted to change in flux, then it will convert to change in inductance. So this we can measure with the help of a meter, standard meters. So you can measure with the help of, for suppose if whatever the non-electrical quantity is a displacement, if you vary the displacement or a motion, definitely the change in flux will be created. When a change in flux created means in the inductance will be changed. So with the help of meters, how much inductance that changes, you can easily define. So whatever the meter is, a voltmeter or ammeter, whatever it may be, right? So whatever this voltmeter or ammeter, which is analogous to whatever the motion that you are going to apply, right? That means the motion which is non-electrical quantity which is converted to electrical quantity. So this is a working phenomena of inductive transducer, right? So there are two types of inductive transducers. First one is a self-inductive transducer or only one coil, right? One coil inductive transducer. And the second one is a two coil inductive transducer, right? This is one coil inductance means self-inductive transducer. So two coil inductive transducer means mutual inductive transducer, right? So what is a self-inductance? Whatever the voltage. Self-induced EMF means whatever the voltage that is developed in a coil itself, right? That type of EMF or that type of inductance we can call it as a self-induced EMF, right? So the flux developed in one coil which is linked with another coil, and the voltage developed on that coil, we can call it as a mutually induced EMF. So it can be denoted by self-inductance, we can be denoted by L. The mutual inductance we can denote it by L. EM, right? So how one coil means? Only one coil means this is a two magnets which are connected in parallel. So like this, right? Whatever the coil is going to be connected here. Here we have a meter, right? So it is energized by the supply. Alright, so whenever the coil is energized by the supply, so what happened? Definitely the flux will be changed. So this is the air gap. So you are applying a motion here, right? You are applying a motion. When you apply a motion, whatever the air gap, so up and down now, the air gap between this magnet and this magnet, the air gap will be changed. If the air gap will be changed, the flux will be changed. This flux can be noted by the meter, right? Current meter or voltmeter. So whatever the voltage developed here, which is analogous to the motion that you applied. That means the motion which you are applied, which is my non-electrical quantity, which is converted to electrical quantity. That's a simple construction it is. After that, two coil, how it will be look like? So which is having a similar the magnets like this, and this is a series magnet. These two are connected in parallel magnet. Here one limb which is have one coil, another limb which is have another coil. That means two coils, right? Which are magnetically coupled, right? So the voltage that applied in one coil, right, when there will be a flux will be developed, alright. So this is a series magnet that you are applied a motion here. Definitely what happened, the air gap will change. If air gap will be changed, the change in flux will be created here. This change in flux will travel like this, and here also the flux will be developed, right? So the change in flux here also it will induce an EMF, right? So you can find the output voltage or current. So how we can get this output? By changing the motion. So whatever the output which is analogous to the motion that you applied, right? So mutually flux, the flux change in flux links with another conductor, another coil, develop EMF here. So for this, so we don't have any excitation here, right? So the change in flux travels here and produces the voltage here. How the voltage is produced? By the motion you applied only, right? So this is called a two coil measurements, right? So definitely these type of inductive transducer that can be used for measurement of a displacement, measurement of a flux, right? Measurement of permeability, mu, and all these things. But we don't have that much concept on inductive transducer, right? So it's very important concept is resistive transducer and a passive transducers are a resistive transducer and capacitive transducers are very important, right? Inductive transducer we just know the operation and different types, that's enough, right? Brief things, right? Now we are going to discuss about the important concept, the capacitive transducer, right? Better try to understand. This is very important, right? So in this session I am going to explain what is a capacitive transducer and how the change in capacitance we will get. So that those two concept that we are going to discuss here, right? This is very lengthy concept, that's why I decided to break the issues, right? Break the topics, right? The concept is capacitive transducer. Right? So what is a capacitive transducer? You will say the definition. So what is the definition? Right? So it is a device, right? So it is a device which can find unknown electrical quantity, by measuring change in capacitance. Alright? So it is a device which can find the unknown non-electrical quantity. So unknown non-electrical quantity. Right? Unknown non-electrical quantity by measuring the change in the capacitance. So these type of device we can call it as a capacitive transducer. Nothing is there. If a change in resistance, we can call it as a resistive transducer. If by measuring whatever the non-electrical quantity, by measuring changing resistance, we can call it as a resistive transducer. Right? So if it is change in inductance, we can call it as an inductive transducer. If it has a change in capacitance, we can call it as a capacitive transducer. No other different definitions are not there. Definitely you should follow. This is very easy for understanding, guys, right? Now, so what is a capacity? Right? You know that capacity means there is a two parallel plates. Between the two parallel plates, one dielectric medium will be placed, right? So we are having a two parallel plates. These are two parallel plates and we are placing a dielectric medium here. So this dielectric medium may be anything. It's be air or any other material also. Right? Right? When you apply a voltage V, so definitely what happened? The charge will be accumulated on the plates of a system, right? How the charge will be accumulated? This is a positive, this is a negative. That means the capacitor means it can store the energy in the form of charge. So it can store the energy in the form of electrical field, right? But there are two parallel plates, right? So the two parallel plates are separated by a dielectric medium, right? When you apply a voltage, definitely the charge will be stored there, right? So the capacity means how much electrical energy stored in the system. So that is that much capacity. So capacity means it can store the energy in the form of electrical field. Right? Here, so if you apply a voltage, it can store the energy in the form of charge. Charge is nothing but electrical system, electrical field. So this is the definition of a capacitance. So that much capacity means that much electrical energy that it can store. Alright. So what is the formula for capacitance? So this we can call it as a dielectric medium. And these are parallel plates. This is applied voltage, right? How much energy, how much electrical energy that can store, that gives that much capacity of the system. So what is the formula for capacitance? So capacitance is nothing but epsilon A by T. So you know that formula. So what is epsilon? So epsilon we can call it as a permittivity. Alright. So A is nothing but area. D is nothing but a distance. D is nothing but distance. So see. So this distance we can call it as a distance. The distance between the plates we can call it as a distance D. We can denote it by the D. So whatever the area is nothing but cross section area. So the area is nothing but this one. So that is one, this we can call it as an area. Alright. So if the area increases, the charge storing capacity is increases. So that's why the capacitance is increases. If the distance is further increases, the capacitance will be, the storage energy is going to be it is going to be reduces. So you know the formula. C is equal to epsilon A by D. Epsilon is nothing but permittivity, A is nothing but area, D is nothing but distance, C is nothing but capacitance. So what is our concept? Our concept is to change the capacitance. So what are the factors here to change the capacitance? If you change the permittivity, your capacitance will change. If you change your area, capacitance can be changed. If you change the distance, your capacitance will be changed. If the change in capacitance happen, whatever the non-electrical quantity, like displacement, whatever the permittivity, right, the distance. So these are the non-electrical quantity which can be measured by changing the capacitance is there. So these capacitance, how you can calculate it? By using a standard meters, or else if you take the Wheatstone bridge in place of resistance. Right, if you take the Wheatstone bridge, how it will in place of resistance? Now you are using your capacitance, right? Right. So under normal condition, what happened? The galvanometer deflection will show null deflection C1, C2, C3, C4. Right. What is the formula? C1, C4 is equal to C2, C3. If it is satisfied, your null deflection will show the zero deflection. Now, whatever the capacitance change that you can apply here. Right, capacitance change that you applied here, what happened? This equation can be violated now. So the bridge is not balanced now. It can show some value of voltage or current now. If it is showed 2 volts, how the 2 volts came? By changing the capacitance, right? How the change in capacitance happened? By changing the displacement here. So that means whatever the change in displacement, which is converted to electrical energy. So this is the working of a capacitor transducer. I hope it's clear. Nothing is there. Alright. So what the thing that you are going to do is you need to change the capacitance. So you can measure the change in capacitance in terms of voltage by using a Wheatstone bridge or a direct standard meters. With the help of, you can find the change in capacitance in terms of voltage. How the capacitance changes means by applying a non-electrical quantity by these components if you vary, right? So this is about basic operation of a capacitor transducer. I hope it's clear. Nothing is there, right? Now we are going to tune how the capacitance can be changed. How you can change the capacitance, right? Right, I'll write the formula here. C is equal to epsilon A by D. So how you can change the capacitance? From the formula itself you can write it out, right? The first point, by changing the area, that is nothing but dA, you can capacitance can be changed. Second point, by changing the permittivity, so d epsilon, if you change the permittivity, your capacitance will be changed. If the capacitance change, you can measure the capacitance in terms of voltage, then directly you will get whatever the non-electrical quantity which is converted to electrical quantity, right? Next, third one is by changing the distance between the plates, that is nothing but dD. So these are the, you can change, if you change the distance between the capacitance, your capacitance also change. So these are the three variations to get the capacitance changes, right? So these are the different types of capacitive transducers that you are getting by changing the permittivity, by changing the cross-sectional area, by changing the distance between the two plates. So these are the things used to find the change in capacity while calculating the non-electrical quantity in terms of changing the capacitance. By measuring the changing the capacitance, these are the things we need to consider. That's it. Right? I just want to explain each and every concept, right? So first we'll go for by changing the cross-sectional area. The first is by changing the cross-sectional area. Right? I am taking two parallel plates, right? Right? This is one parallel plate. This is another two parallel plates, right? So whatever the common area, so this is nothing but the common area now, right? So this is the common area. So there is nothing but whatever the area, it is nothing but if it is x and this length is L. Alright, right? If you increases the common area, so definitely what happened? The capacitance will be increases, right? You are increasing the common area means storage is increases. So if the storage is increases means definitely your capacitance is going to be increases. So what is the area formula? Area is nothing but length into breadth. This is the breadth and this is the length. Right? This is the length and breadth. So whatever it may be, you can choose x and L. So this is the length of this is going to be x value, right? So what is the area value? L into x. If you increases the common area, how you can increases the common area? By moving one plate, right? How you can move? By changing the displacement. If you changing the displacement to happen, your x value will be changing. Your x value will be changed means your capacitance will be changing. Right? If your capacitance will be changed, my displacement is converted to changing the capacitance now. Right? That is the process we'll discuss, right? So what is the formula? C is equal to epsilon A by D. Right? So you are changing your cross-sectional area. That means epsilon A means L into x by D is equal to C. Alright? Your epsilon is a constant value, your length of the conductor is a constant, that means total length of the conductor is constant and the distance is constant, right? These two distance is constant, right? You are varying the x, so x value increases, your C value is going to be increases, right? So x value is increases means by using a displacement you are changing your x value. If you are changing the x value, your capacitance will be changed. If you that changing, for suppose initially the capacitance is 30 microfarad at x that position, uses the displacement. Some displacement use chesavu, then you will get the capacitance of 50 microfarad. రైట్. సో ఈ 30 మైక్రోఫారడ్ నుంచి 50 మైక్రోఫారడ్కి ఎలా వచ్చింది? బై అప్లయింగ్ ద డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద కెపాసిటెన్స్ ఈజ్ 50 మైక్రోఫారడ్. ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద వోల్టేజ్ అక్రాస్ ద change in capacitance. So whatever the voltage that are occurred at the change in capacitance will be my displacement. Right. For suppose if you apply 30 microfarads దగ్గర 2 volts ఉంది. వోల్ట్ మీటర్ చెక్ చేసి వోల్టేజ్ చెక్ చేస్తే 2 volts వచ్చింది. You apply a displacement, the capacitance will be changes to 50 microfarads. Then you apply voltmeter, will get the voltage as 8 volts. Right. So remaining 5 volts దేని వల్ల వచ్చింది? బై చేంజింగ్ ద డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్. రైట్. వాట్ ఎవర్ ద డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ విచ్ ఇస్ అ నాన్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ క్వాంటిటీ విచ్ ఇస్ కన్వర్టెడ్ టు వోల్టేజ్. రైట్. దిస్ ఈస్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్. రైట్. హియర్ the change in capacitance occurs due to the change in displacement. My displacement which is converted to change in capacitance. Right. If you find out the sensitivity, so what is the sensitivity? Change in output by change. Sensitivity means S is equal to change in output by change in input. It will tell us whether the scale is linear or non-linear. This is the instrument now. How the instrument will reach a linear scale or non-linear scale, that depends on the sensitivity of the system. So how you can find out the sensitivity? Change in output. So DC. Output in C kada. DC by what change in input? What is the input displacement? dx. Alright. So what is the DC by dx? Epsilon L by d. X is a constant na, 1 na. Now we'll see. DC is equal to some constant into dx na. Right. So whatever the output which is directly proportional to the input. So what is the output? Change in output C. Input into x. My output is linear relationship with the input. My scale is a linear scale with the help of these type of displacement calculations. How the scale will be? If it is a DC, if it is a dx, the scale will be like this. Right. So this is about by changing the cross-sectional area. I hope it's clear, right? Nothing is there. Changing the cross-sectional area means you are changing the x value. The length is a constant. By changing the x, how you can change the x value? By applying a displacement. If the x value changes, definitely your capacitance will be changes. Right. So the capacitance changes means how much change in the capacitance you can measure with the help of standard meters. That means you are converting your non-electrical quantity is converted to electrical quantity. So that is a transducer operation happened there. Right. After that, this is a capacitive transducer. Okay. What about the scale? If the scale is linear or non-linear, that you can tell by measuring the sensitivity of the system. So what is the sensitivity? Delta output by change in output by change in input. How you can calculate the change in output? What is our output? The capacitance will be the output. So dc by dx. If you differentiate, x value is 1 na, epsilon L by d. So dc is equal to some constant. This is a constant now, all the constant now. So epsilon dc is directly proportional to dx. My output is directly proportional to input. That means output is linear relationship with the input. Then the scale is a uniform scale. So this is about by changing the area. Now we'll discuss about by changing the dielectric material. Or permeability is nothing but dielectric material. The second point is by changing the dielectric material. That means you are changing the permeability, right? So what is the permeability? You know that C is equal to epsilon A by D na. So epsilon is nothing but epsilon naught into epsilon R na. So epsilon R is nothing but relative permeability of any zone. It is the permeability of the free space. Right? It is the permeability of free space, right? So what is the permeability of free space? You know that 8.86 into 10 power minus 12 farads per meter. So what is the units for permeability? And you calculate epsilon is equal to CD by A. C is nothing but farad, D is nothing but meter square. Meter get cancelled. So what is the epsilon formula? F by U. So what is this is a permeability of a free space or air, right? Whatever it may be. Right? This is actually permeability of a dielectric material. Now what happened? You are changing your permeability. So then the capacitance will be changed. How it will be? Right? You will see. Right? You are applying a voltage here. These are the two parallel plates. Right? So on half of the plate, half of this I can put with some liquid. Right? One form of dielectric material. So I can use a liquid. Right? So this is air is a dielectric medium, na? So there are two different dielectric materials, right? So I am placing two different dielectric materials, right? So these two are parallel plates. Definitely the charge will be accumulated here, plus. Oh, sorry, minus. Right? The charge will be accumulated here. So whatever the dielectric medium have some capacitance now. So this capacitance we can call it as a C1, right? So this capacitance we can call it as a C2, right? Initially only the air. So what about the dielectric? Only air dielectric material that if you use. So what about the capacitance? The capacitance value will be C. So you are changing this. For suppose initially only air is happened. Air is used as a dielectric material. So what is the capacitance value? C. Now you are changing your dielectric material. That means you are using the dielectric material, air and the liquid. So if that they can form C1 capacitance, C2 capacitance. So now what about the total capacitance? C1 plus C2. Now your capacitance will changes from C2. If you use a different dielectric material, your capacitance is C1 plus C2. Because these two are a parallel. Na? Parallel means the capacitance are going to be added. Right? So that means you are changing your capacitance, right? By using different dielectric materials, right? If you are changing a capacitance means you can easily find out this how much change in the capacitance. You can apply how these capacitance changes means you applied your different dielectric materials. So you can easily find out dielectric constant or dielectrics of anything that is a non-electrical quantity which is converted to electrical quantity. That's it. Nothing is. I hope it's clear how we can changing the dielectric material. Initially the dielectric material is air. So at which what about the capacitance? Capacitance value is C. Now you are changing your dielectric material from air and use some liquid. That means you are changing your dielectric material. Then your capacitance will changes to C equivalent. So that is nothing but C1 plus C2. Right? The capacitance value changes now. That's our duty. If you change your capacitance, that can be measured by the standard meters, or else you can go for a Wheatstone bridge. With that, how the capacitance changes means with the help of how much dielectric that can be applied. Right? That is the concept of changing the dielectric material. Right? Now we go for changing the distance. By the third one is by changing the distance between the plates. You can easily tell, right? By changing the distance between the plate, here the two plates here, the distance is D, right? If you apply a voltage, right, the capacitance will be C, right? So definitely you are increasing the distance, right? D plus something, x something, right? Then you apply a voltage, your capacitance will be reducing. That means C less than C1. That means your distance increases, the capacitance value will be reduces. Right? Here, by changing the distance between the two plates, your capacitance is going to be varying. So that is a concept you have. If your capacitance changes, means how the capacitance changes by applying the distance. How the distance can be calculated. If how much distance changes, means that much capacity is going to be changed. If the capacity for a distance is 50 meters, your capacitance is 50 microfarad. If you increases the distance from 50 to 80 meters, your capacitance will be 30 microfarad. That means ఎంత చేంజ్ వచ్చింది, 20 microfarad చేంజ్ వచ్చింది. దేని వల్ల వచ్చింది? The length is 30 meters. Right? So what about the voltage that 20 microfarads? You can use a standard meters if it is a 5 volts. Whatever the distance. So my distance which is converted to voltage. So that means my non-electrical quantity which is converted to the electrical quantity. So this is the distance calculations with the help of by changing the distance. How the instrument is a linear or non-linear, that you just need to find out the sensitivity of that system. So what is the C? C is equal to epsilon A by D. Epsilon is a constant, area is a constant. You are varying your distance. So what is the change in sensitivity? Means change in output by change in input. So what is a change in output? What is an output? What is an output? So delta C, that means DC. By change in input, input is D small d, distance. So what is the value? Alright, epsilon A by D. Differentiate చేసాం అనుకో by D. 1 by x. 1 by x means minus 1 by x square minus epsilon A by D square. Alright, so that means your sensitivity DC by DD. So some constant minus of something, right, by 1 by t square, right? So the scale is linear or non-linear, which is having a negative value, some square of the value on the bottom. That means the scale is a non-linear scale, right? So with the help of by changing the distance between the plates, the transducer will work as a non-linear scale. Right, the work as a non. So up to now it's clear, but you have to say whether the scale is, whether the instrument, if you use this type of instrument, it will use a linear relationship or a non-linear relationship. Means that we need to find out. How you can find out? That means if you want to find the sensitivity, with this you can easily explain the output-input relationship. Here the output and our input relationship is a minus some by something d square and all these things, but it is a non-linear scale. That means the scale is a non-linear relationship. So that means we don't want to use these type of change in the distance between the, because if you use these type of thing by changing the capacitance, definitely the scale will be a non-linear scale. So these are the three different things we need to change the capacitance of a system, right? So what are the factors? The first one is by changing the area of the plates, by changing the dielectric material between the plates, and by changing the distance between the plates. If you change in the area, means that means displacement which is converted to the change in capacitance, dielectric which is converted to capacitance, and the distance which is converted to capacitance, right? So these are the things for this session. In the next session we just discuss about these two are rectangular parallel plates. How the capacitance changes when you use a circular plates. So up to now it's okay. It's about capacitive transducer. For a circular plates, how the capacitance will be changes, that we discussed in the next session. After that we discuss about what are the advantages and disadvantages of a capacitive transducer. With that we will conclude this capacitive transducer. I hope it's clear, right? Thank you very much.